just going live, speaking about the events of today. One of the events, the young white kid at 17 that shot and killed two people. I don't understand how all like three vehicles, police vehicles, like passed by this guy. He's still walking with a rifle in his hand. I just don't understand it. But then he was been a black kid walking with a gun, hadn't done anything, he would have been stopped. I know it may seem like I'm race baiting, but I'm just being honest. Like, how can this guy and shot and killed two people, wounded probably others, and walk past police with rifles and everything? Like the SWAT team or whatever the two vehicles was, and then another vehicle. I heard the guy kept telling me, "Get back, stop, stop." He still came. It just shows that in the midst of somebody do something wrong because of their skin color, the police will still like deem him as friendly. But when you compare it to the situation with the young man that just got shot 7 times in his back, I mean, like the police have tasers, man. Just tase the guy or whatever. That's what I would have did. I ain't shot and paralyzed the guy for what? I just don't understand, like why, like what's the reason for it? I know they have lethal force, which is some have shotguns, rifles, pistols, whatever they may have. But they also have an alternate force, like like the rubber bullets, the tasers, the baton. Hit him in the leg or something, or what? Man, I don't understand it. To shoot a man in front of his 3 kids is the worst thing ever. It's terribly the worst thing ever in front of 3 kids. The problem in our society is cops. Cops need to intermingle with the community that they live in. My bad. They need to intermingle with the community that they serve in. Because most police officers serve in this community, but then they live over here in that community. They need to be a part of each community so that people won't feel so distant from cops. It does my heart good when you see police get out there and shoot balls with the young kids and stuff. It break like generational curses. Normal term that they use in churches, where I mean cops have always been after young black boys. It's just to the point now all this stuff is being videotaped. Yeah, I'm not trying to play the race game. I'm just keeping it real, being honest. I talked to this one older guy back. I said easily like 10 years ago. He was like 80 some years old then, and he was in the military. And he was saying that every time they went somewhere, because they were young black men, they would always get stopped by the police, harassed, hit or whatever. So I think I think it was up in Maryland. No, Maryland, I believe. And then I think they said like 8 or 9 police got killed. Then all of a sudden, like they stopped profiling people and all that. But we're in such a place now that this is 2020. You have a lot of interracial dating, kids. I just don't understand it. Like, how in the world we in a predicament we are now? One of it is, one of it is the white kid that just stopped somebody and walked past 2 vehicles. They driving looking for the suspect, walking right past him with a doggone rifle in his hand. I just don't understand it. I mean, other people may see something different or think that I'm wrong for what I'm saying, but just comment, let me know. Like, this is just my opinion. Of course, I don't see what all transpired. I know they was chasing a guy or whatever, but I don't know. You don't got the right to kill nobody or shoot nobody. That's not your job. because see, and I think with a lot of these police brutality situation, if somebody was to be the same way, like the cop go out there and attack somebody, and they go there, or the cop kills somebody, and they find the cop's family and harm them, that would be horrible for that family. But for a cop to do that, to do what they did to that man and shot him in the back 7 times in front of 3 little boys is just, it's horrible. I've deployed several times and seen stuff, but for somebody to just see their father get shot like that, well, not 7 times. I don't think 7 bullets didn't hit him, but they shot him 7 times. I mean, why not one time in the leg or something? Or I mean, I just think sometimes a lot of the stuff is excessive, and it's a bad rap in the midst of all the stuff that's going on. I don't see why, why it's allowed to happen. I just don't see why. Like 3 cops, 1 guy. I mean, he ain't like got a jacket on, so hit him with the taser. Hit him with a taser, then he would have been on the ground, whatever, and can put handcuffs on him. I just don't understand how that was such a major thing for them to shoot this guy 7 times. I just don't understand. I just think like justice should take place with that situation. And then while they rallying and protesting, and this kid coming up with a gun. Now I agree with some of the protesting, but the tearing up business, burning up buildings and fields, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. But they gotta understand this ain't the protest from past. We all know what history did. People protested and protested and protested back then and peaceful. Being attacked because they protesting peacefully. And now these kids, they're on a whole nother level. I don't think they're gonna take that mess that our ancestor took. And I think that's what's wrong with the world today. So many people get mad, and these militia groups come there because of protesting and just a clash to take place. But this kid coming through there with a gun loaded, probably more than likely, he had intentions of wanting something to happen so he can be that guy to shoot somebody. You little punk and coward. Put your doggone weapon up. If he was out there, go out there with his hands, he wouldn't go out there. He wouldn't have went out there by himself like that with his hands. I don't care what group he is. All them little cats run out there with them guns. They would not be out there by themselves. But they get that gun in their hand, they feel empowered. Just be a young man. You 17, you this tough little kid. Should have put the gun down and went out there. They get together, these little so-called little gangs of little chomps, and grab guns, and they all of a sudden they big men. No, you're not. You got no right to put no gun on nobody and shoot nobody. You went in there looking for trouble, and you got it. A punk gonna sit up there and pull a gun and shoot you because that's all they know how to do. You don't go there looking for trouble, but you gonna find it. He probably about to get his butt kicked, and then he running and pull the gun. I don't know. I can see a gun in self-defense, but you don't. And the situation bringing back to 2010, 11 with the Trayvon Martin. This guy went behind this young kid with a loaded pistol with intention to do harm, and he did it. And he still beat the case. That's just sad. It's like for black men, it's like it's a hit on black men for some reason. It's a hit. No, I just don't understand. It is a hit on black men. And then I've had plenty of conversation where humanity comes from black people. That's what I've learned. It's just people have went to different regions of the world, and the melanin in their skin is not as much as in others, so they're not dark as most Africans are or whatever. I don't care what race you is. I think everyone comes from Africa. I think that's why we got what they call it Mother Africa there. But we're in a world now where people would not like to acknowledge the fact of that they could possibly be African. I think it would hurt their feelings. I think somewhere in everybody's DNA there's some African in him. Like the gentleman up north, he wanted him and his white friend to buy up all this whole neighborhood and it wanted to be whites on it, but the black guy wouldn't sell his home or whatever. So somehow he did a test and found out he had a percentage of black or African, as you may call it. We're in a world now, man. You need to pull that rope back a little bit and sit down. All this hatred and stuff like that. But we're in a time now where we need to show love. Let's be a example for kids. These young kids shouldn't be that way, and they're not. It's just they grow up around these silly parents that just do crazy stuff. I don't understand. Have a good day.